Bang! Nebraska just landed a big-time transfer addition. One of the best offensive tackles in the portal, Alabama's own Elijah Pritchett, has committed to the Huskers. So in today's video, I'm going to go over my instant reaction. Why am I so fired up? And everything that you need to know about this guy. So really quick, if you're excited about getting an O-line transfer, I know I am, hit that like button. And also really quick, if you're a diehard Nebraska fan and you're unsubscribed, it would help me a lot. Please hit that subscribe button for Nebraska breaking news coverage just like this, and Husker transfer portal updates, and so much more. Once again, please hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into it. Going over the news, it was just announced that Nebraska has landed one of the most coveted offensive tackles in the transfer portal, Alabama's own Elijah Pritchett, former 5-star prospect coming out of class of 2022, listed at 6'6", 330 pounds. There's a lot of things I like about Elijah Pritchett. Number one, he has phenomenal starting experience. He started 12 of the 13 games this year for Alabama at both left tackle and right tackle. So I love that he has starting experience, let alone in the SEC, which has the best edge rushers in the country, guys who go to the NFL. So just him having that starting experience is very, very crucial. You know, and also if you start at Alabama, it tells you that you're a pretty good player, right? Alabama, of course, they're not the Alabama of old, but it's very hard to start there on that offensive line. It tells you that he's a pretty good player. And yes, Elijah Pritchett, he did a little bit struggle this year. He gave up 31 pressures on the year, 6 sacks, but we're talking about a guy who improved as the year went on. He started off at left tackle. That's not his natural position, went over to right tackle, and he succeeded. The Alabama fan base rallied around him. He got a lot better as those 12 games progressed. So at the end of the season, he was one of the better offensive tackles in all of the SEC, if not the country, but he decided to enter the transfer portal a couple of days ago to look for a new opportunity, and he found that at Nebraska. So I know some people are asking, is he going to start with Nebraska? The obvious answer is yes. If he could start at Alabama, he's absolutely going to start Nebraska. Nebraska's offensive line has not been that good over the last decade. He will start. Obviously, you got to get through fall camp. There's going to be a battle there, but all signs point to him starting at Nebraska. And I know people are going to say, well, he struggled at Alabama. They're going to leave out the fact that he constantly got better, that he's a former 5-star prospect, you know, that he was honestly really, really good in the running game. I really like Elijah Pritchett, and I think, you know, sometimes people are going to be too harsh about this addition. He has a phenomenal potential. We're talking about a guy who, you know, if you were a former 5-star coming out of high school, that means you're worth something. And he had so many offers, 40 plus. He was an Under Armour All-American. I think this is a really big get for the Huskers, and he's instantly going to compete for that starting job. So the Huskers, I'd imagine we land maybe 1 or 2 more offensive linemen in this transfer portal process, but you get a big one here in Elijah Pritchett. A lot of programs wanted him, a lot of good programs, but he found that Nebraska was going to be his home. He hit it off with the coaching staff. Nebraska, they were pretty aggressive with the NIL as well. I'm just going to put that off to the side, and obviously can't disclose numbers there, but they were mad after not landing a couple other of the O-line targets, and they said, hey, we're going to pay pretty good money to get Elijah Pritchett. So you're getting a guy here with a lot of starting experiences, 2 years left, so he's going to be in our long-term plans. I really like this addition. Big-time get by the Huskers. All right, guys, that is the news. Another transfer portal edition for the Huskers. Let me know your comments down below. Absolutely want to read what you have to say. Hey, if you made this far in the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps me out. And as always, folks, go be grad, go Met Rhule. See you in the next one.